Hello my loves, I am delighted to introduce to you this little pop-up gingerbread tag. Now I've drawn all of these little illustrations by hand and I have had an absolute blast doing it. It's a really pretty thing. We begin by opening up the front cover, this little gingerbread man here, and we have a greetings card, a little tag, a little folding tag there with the gingerbread man on it, and that fits into its little pocket there. Then we open up this page, and this is where it gets really funky and fun, because we can open each of these sections to reveal a whole gingerbread house. We've got a Christmas tree that's got 2 gifts in front of it. We've got a fireplace with a roaring fire in the fireplace and a Christmas gift sitting on the rug in front of the fire there. And then we've got the bed, and in the bed is another gingerbread man in this little bedspread tuck spot here, and he's very happy in there. We've got these little Christmas stockings and all these other details as well. Now this will, it doesn't come across too well on the video, but this will sit on a mantel shelf or elsewhere, either straight like that or slightly curved. It makes a really interesting display piece, and it folds up just like that. So come with me and let's see how it's made. So here are my bits and bobs. Printed out and cut. This page here that also contains your 2 little gingerbread people, you want to reverse print. With one of the pages, you get 2 different pages in the kit. You get a plain gingerbread kind of backing, and you get this patterned one. So I've made the choice to print this with the patterned one, and to print my other page, which contains all these tiny little bits. You need to keep hold of all of those, and I've done that one with the plainer one. Right, popping all of these to one side, let's crack on with the actual gingerbread house and the folding and the pop-up mechanism. I'm going to score the lines, the dark lines that I can see on my page here. I've got a little gusset in between each of these rooms. I haven't got one on the end here, so it's just a straight score. And then I've got a score running along the bottom of these houses. I have done some inking already, but I've got my little dauber to hand because there's some bits I can't get to. There's a Christmas stocking escaping over there. Get over there, little fella. Right, we're going to fold this up now. So this first page without the gusset is going to go like that, backwards. Then we're going forwards into this first gusset, and we're going forwards into this second mark for the gusset. Try and make sure everything's nice and straight, and then we're going to fold this gusset section, this little spine, inwards as well. There we are, and the whole of these bottom sections, they're all going to fold up to meet the roof. There we go. So that's your basic structure. This section here is going to glue onto the back of this section. This is the front of your house. So we can go ahead and do that. It's tricky to see where to go with this pattern on the back. So stick that one down. That then becomes the front of my house. These all fold upwards. That one folds in. That one folds on the top of it. And there is your very innocent looking gingerbread house. And who would suspect that there's going to be so much going on in there. And you can give this a little bit of ink and lose those black lines. Right, let's begin with the pop-up mechanisms. I've got all of these pieces here. I've got, which one's which now? I know this one's the fireplace. That's the fireplace page. This first one is for the Christmas tree. And the last one is for the bed. Am I the right way round? I do believe I am the right way round. There we go. Right, let's get going first of all with the Christmas tree. So my Christmas tree section has got a Christmas gift on it as well. Now I've already formed this one. I'm going to take it apart to show you how to do it. You've got score marks, black score marks going across there. You've got 4 of them. When you've scored and reinforced those into folds, you can glue that tab there, bring this piece down over the top, glue it down, and you form this box. And that's got a little bird on the front, and it's got a bow at the top, and that Christmas tree and that gift is going to sit in front of your Christmas tree. So now I can take my little tab, that's this one here with the little tulip flower on it, and I'm going to score the little tabs. I'm not actually, it's a bit fiddly to do it on that. I'm going to do these by hand. So fold these little tabs under. And pop some glue on one of them. These are tiny little tabs. And I'm going to place that on the back of my Christmas tree. Doesn't really matter where, so long as it fits and it's not sticking out over the edges, and also that it's lined up nice and straight with the bottom of your Christmas tree there. So there's my little tab in place. Now next I'm going to bring up the back of my house here so that it's sitting at 90 degrees to the floor. Place my Christmas tree on the floor. Get a little bit of glue on this guy here. Bring the back of my house up, pop my Christmas tree on the floor and make sure it's central on the floor, and then slide my Christmas tree back till that tab butts up against this piece here. Difficult to get across on the video, but I'll do it sideways so you can see what I mean. These are the angles. Your Christmas tree is straight. Your little tab here is running parallel with the floor at 90 degrees to this bit here, and your floor is at 90 degrees to the back. So that is your Christmas tree. You can pop that down there. We've got our little gift here that I am now going to stick using the back section of the gift. I've got the little bird in front, I've got the little bow on top. You've got a couple of Christmas gift options, so you can use whichever one you want. I'm going to lose some of this, but hey ho, there we go. And I'm going to place this off centre. So long as it doesn't stick out over the edge when I'm done, we're good. So I'm lining that bottom of that gift up with the bottom of the Christmas tree. Go ahead and glue the bottom of this. I don't actually have to bring the back up for this one. I can do it a bit easier, and I can bring the base up to meet it, and that will work just fine. When I bring this back down, obviously my glue hasn't had a chance to dry yet. I've got my Christmas tree with my Christmas gift in front. Now here is my fireplace folded. I've got this mantelpiece here, I've got the straight section here, I've got a little bit of glue on those 2 little tabs, and I've got a strip of glue, a seam of glue along that tab there. So I'm going to bring up my base to 90 degrees, and I've got my head on the side here, you can't see, but I'm leaning down, I'm having a look where's central, I'm having a look at what 90 degrees looks like, and I'm popping those little fellas all in place. Just checking I've got it central and straight. There we go. And when I've done that, I should be able to fold this piece down flat. Takes a little bit of a fiddle to do, but once it's there, it's there. And there is your fireplace in place. And I'd also planned to put a gift in front of my fireplace as well to give me more depth, but I've also got this lovely rug to go here as well. So I'm going to glue my rug in place. there. Pop that quite far forwards because I've got a gift to go in here. And I'm going to take a gift and I'm going to glue it here, right on the edge, I think. So making sure that I've got it the right way up and I've got my nice attractive little bow there. I'm going to pop a little string of glue. I don't know where this word string is coming from. I never use that word. On this edge of this fireplace, pop my present down at 90 degrees. Everything's sitting nicely. And then when I fold this up, I need everything to squish down nicely. But if yours, when you've got yours at 90 degrees, and when you go to squish it down, it isn't sitting quite flat, pay attention to where it needs to be to sit flat, because that's the important bit. Let that dictate the placement of the piece to you. There we go. So I've got two gifts, and I've got a fireplace, and I've got a Christmas tree. Let's move on to the bed. Got some scores to make here. I've got one where the headboard meets the main part of the bed, then I've got the base of the bed, and I've got a little tab to fold under as well. So this piece is going to fold forwards, and the bottom two pieces are going to fold backwards. And we're going to treat the bed in the same way as we treated these other two pop-up pieces, but this time the entire back of the headboard becomes our tab. So we're going to glue that headboard at the back, and we're going to glue our little tab at the bottom. And same again, we're going to bring our base up to 90 degrees, and we're just going to eyeball this so that it looks nice and square and central. There we go. And when you think you've got that in place, close it up. I think I need mine to be a little further back. And let the close be the decider on where you put that. You may have to faff about with this a couple of times until you get the hang of it if you haven't made anything like this before. Now then, I have got some little tabs here that I haven't used, and I did have it in mind for these to actually be able to bring my Christmas gifts forward. So for instance, on this one, I could have popped this on the bottom or close to the bottom of my fireplace, and that could have brought the gift further out. This will be dry by now, I imagine, so I don't think I'll take it off. But if I can, I will, and I'm able to. My glue is tacky enough, that's wonderful. So now I can demo what I intended to do with these little pieces. So glue your tab. We are dealing with tiny little bits now. And I've got gluey sticky fingers. And then pop one of these little tabs on the side of your fireplace here. You're going to glue that. So you're going to glue the bottom of your gift like last time. You've got glue on your tab there. You're going to pop your gift down onto your base, butt it up against that little tab that you just put in there, stick it all down gently, and then close the whole lot up and let this fold dictate the final resting place. There we go, and that allows you to have a gift sitting further forwards if you want to. A pocket that I'm going to put on this section here. So this is the whole structure folded up. I've still got those two little bits, and I've still got a present left, and I've got a couple of stockings to put on as well. So that's how it opens, and you've got your Christmas tree, you've got your fireplace scene, And you've got your bed here with your little gingerbread man in there. My glue's still wet, so I'm being very ginger. I'm being very ginger with this little guy. In actual fact, it would have been better, in hindsight, I'm going to pop glue on this side, and I'm going to leave the base open. And that becomes my bedspread. So I've got a little tuck spot there, but I'm just gluing that tiny little edge there. There we go, it's looking good. I've got 2 little Christmas stockings, and I'm going to glue those with a little dot of glue on my fireplace. There. And I might glue one on the end of the bed. That's fun as well, isn't it? We always used to have a pillowcase when we were kids. Or I could glue it on the head of the bed even, couldn't I? That might be nice as well. I'll do that so it's not in the way of my gingerbread man getting in there, getting into bed. There we go. It looks really, really cute. Right, let's crack on. Fold these pieces up. This folds up first, and then I've got a pocket that I'm going to pop on here. So I'm going to make a pocket by gluing 3 sides, stick that in place, and that will then house my card, but not at the moment because my glue's still wet, and it will also house my gingerbread men if I want them to go in there as well. And that's it. I've got 1 gift left. Let's see if I can pop it on. That I then need to decide if I can actually glue on there, because when this all flattens, the whole thing flattens, and you can get bits sticking out if you're not careful. But I've got room. I have got room there. I could employ one of these little tiny pieces and put it the other side of my fireplace, but I feel that would be, they'd be a bit much there. I could glue this one next to the fireplace there. That might be quite nice. So I've had a little fiddle about it, and I've decided that I'm going to pop this last present in front of this present here, just on the very, very edge of this present at the back, and this is the top. So I'm going to put a narrow seam of glue down the back of the gift and glue all over the base of the gift, and pop this in place, have everything standing at 90 degrees like it should. Pop my present up against the other present. I'm not going to mind if it sticks out over the front a little bit. I've had a look at it and it looks a little bit like a chimney because a little bit of it is sticking out over the top, so that's fine. And then I'm going to squish it flat and use the squish as the determining position. As you see, I've got a little bit, let's close it all up, I've got a little bit sticking out over the edge there, but I'm not going to mind about that at all. So when I open this now, I've got 2 gifts in front of my Christmas tree. It looks really, really good. These little drawings all over the place are really detailed, yet the whole thing is kind of monochrome and self-coloured, and it looks so lovely. I'm so pleased with it. So I've got one of my little gingerbread men's tucked up in bed. I've got these 2 little panels, these 2 little bits that I haven't used. I can fold it up. I can pop my little greetings card now in its pocket, and I've got a gingerbread man to go in there as well. So that's it. That's it. That's our little gingerbread house complete. Let's have a open up the house. We've got a little gingerbread man, and we've got a little greetings card tucked away in this pocket as well. That's really, really nice. And we open it up again, and then comes the fun, because we get to open up all of these sections. We've got our Christmas tree with the 2 gifts. We've got our fireplace with this gift that's set forwards a little bit, and our Christmas stocking. We've got the fireplace behind, and we've got the bed, and in the bed there's another gingerbread man. And this also, you can't really get it across on the video, but that will also stand as 3 panels as well, either straight or slightly angled like that. It looks absolutely fabulous. Have loads and loads of fun with that, darlings. It's a little bit of a fiddle, but once you've done one, you'll know exactly what you're doing, and it's really, really worth it. It's such a little treasure.